Sports Hub. This is your Premier League week preview, and it's match week 8. This should be an exciting week. This will also be your Manchester United versus Liverpool preview, and this could not be a better time to hold Liverpool as far as Manchester United are concerned. So, without further ado, let's get into it. A quick look at the matches for Saturday. We have Forest and Chelsea kicking it off. Ange Postecoglou will be looking for his first win as Forest manager. And should he pull up a surprising, one would say a surprising defeat and upset of Chelsea, that would be very, very much welcome. I can say that. Raheem, welcome to the show, Mr. Liverpool. Yeah, man. Brighton versus Newcastle. Burnley versus Leeds, battle of the relegation bosses. Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. Man City versus Everton. Sunderland, who are playing pretty well, versus Wolves. Fulham versus Arsenal. Go Fulham. And that's a quick look at the matches that will be played on Saturday. Nothing to write home about, nothing to get excited about, because the Clasico will be on Sunday, which leads us into Sunday's matches. Sunday at 8 a.m., you will have Tottenham facing Aston Villa, and the big match, where the big bad Manchester United takes a stroll down to Anfield. It has been a while since we spunked up Liverpool down there, and I must say that this is the biggest and best opportunity that we as Manchester United fans have to celebrate a victory over the old enemy. And some may say, boy, boomers, you're deluded. You get out of hand, you get ahead of yourself. But no, we're not getting ahead of ourselves. And here is my point. Hear me out. So before all the Liverpool fans jump down on me, here is my point why I think now would be the perfect time to beat Liverpool and beat them properly. All right? Looking at the head-to-head, first thing I'm going to throw out there. We have beaten Liverpool 16 times in the Premier League and other competition. All right? They have beaten us 14 times, and boy, it has been some heavy defeat only recently. But Liverpool has been our regular spanky. There is no doubt Liverpool has been Manchester United's regular spanky. Klopp built a super team, and you're living off it. And Slot is in a lot of trouble coming up. But we will deal with Slot as we go back. These does not look pretty well in terms of these recent fixtures, I must say. We'll squeeze in that 4-2 that Man U dropped like on Liverpool in the FA Cup. Yeah, man, we'll squeeze that in. And let's ignore all of the other flukes with that super team that Klopp had created. So, as we said, 16 wins for Man U, 14 for Liverpool. Continuing my point, why I think now would be the best time for us to deal with Liverpool's case. All right? Skipping past the head-to-head, let us look at the last 5 matches for Liverpool. And this is why I'm saying we can beat them. Last 5 matches for Liverpool. T4 Everton. T4 Southampton late. Attempted to T4 Crystal Palace. Spunked by Galatasaray. Dealt with by Chelsea. But big up to Crystal Palace for starting this slide and this rot. So Liverpool has lost 3 consecutive games on the bounce in like forever. So they're not in form. Not in any sort of form to come and cause any problem for Manchester United. Even though it's at Anfield and the crowd will be all over the place and all on our backs and things. But we have an opportunity, and I suggest we take this opportunity. It is the weakest they are at this moment. They are very vulnerable, and they should be there for the taking. Now, grant you, all of this may come back and bite me where me don't want it. You understand me? I make me look like a real prat. However, looking at the facts and the reality, which leads us into my next stats, which could say, hey, we need to beat these guys. Look at Liverpool's injury list compared to Manchester United's injury list. All right? Now, injured players for Liverpool. Let's get this a bit bigger. Alisson Becker is out until next month. Giovanni is out as well. Konate, one of their best defender, is out, and it's doubtful that he will play. And I don't think they should rush him, but let the man get him rest and hold the beaten. All right? And yeah, they have 2 more. Wakataru Endo, who is a critical part of Liverpool's team and a critical part of everything that Liverpool does as a club in terms of attacking and also maintaining that stability. He may not be one of the flair players, but he adds that stability to their team. They don't have that in these 5 players. Well, one is mediocre still. But they don't have that in these 5 players. All right? In terms of Manchester United, Aiden Haven is doubtful. Lisandro Martinez is in training, but I wouldn't recommend that we bring him back. The last time he was playing against Liverpool, he did put in a beautiful performance, scoring a magnificent goal against Liverpool as well. All right, and Nusir Mazraoui. While Mazraoui is a competent and consistent player, we can do without him. We can work alongside Dallo and the other wing backs that we have, and we can give Liverpool some trouble. 3-4-3, believe in the formation, Ruben Amorim all the way. No, another reason why Man U can spunk up Liverpool is compare Liverpool's previous five fixtures to Manchester United previous five fixtures. In Liverpool previous five fixtures, they had 2 wins, 3 losses. Manchester United has 2 losses and 3 wins. All right, spunked up Burnley, deservedly so, at Old Trafford with a late penalty from the Magnifico. Unfortunately, we dropped the ball against City down tools, and it was an embarrassment. I'll hold my hand up and say, hey, that should have been better. We dealt with Chelsea. Nobody Chelsea. We dealt with them and dealt with them accordingly. All right. Brentford, oh boy, possibly them sell the match there. Match fixing is real, but I didn't like that. Possibly them sell that match against Brentford. Spunked by Brentford 3-1 at their home. We were one when they come out Old Trafford, Brentford. And dealt with Sunderland accordingly. Could have been 6 or 7-0. Could have been 6 or 7-0. And with the form that Manchester United is in, while it's a bit sketchy, there's more positive than negative in there. Now, a lot of persons may try to jump on Ruben Amorim's back with their negativity. That will not be allowed, especially amongst us who are positive Manchester United fans who want to see this club do well. So we're not going to allow ourselves to be misled by the media and call for Amorim's head too early. No, we will support him. He has our full support, and we will be staying on board with our club, with our captain, until the end of the season. All right. Looking at Liverpool's best players compared to Manchester United best player rather. This is the squad. Hold on. Best player is Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United. Hugo Ekitike is Liverpool's best player, hands down. While they may try to sugarcoat it with Dominic Szoboszlai, who is pretty impressive in the middle of that park. And speaking of those guys, while Ekitike is scoring goals, he has shown a lack of creativity. He only has 1 assist in so many games, and he hasn't created a lot of clear-cut chances. Bruno is creating chances. He has his flaws where he missed that penalty, and yeah, that needs to be addressed. He needs to do better as well. But compared to Liverpool's players, Bruno better than them. Bruno is a better player than all of Liverpool combined. Do not mention that lawnmower 2.4 over here, none at all. Bruno all the way. And there's a void that has been left by Kevin De Bruyne that Bruno needs to call up. But hey, I say give him 3 more games. This is the start of a beautiful revolution by Bruno Fernandes, who will drag Manchester United forward along with his leadership, quality, precision, and, as we say, talent. Drag us towards that top four, Bruno. And we believe in you as we go forward into a very, very, very tough season. Looking at Liverpool, they are not on form. Van Dijk is all over the place twerking. They were chopped 100 and odd million by Leverkusen, and that player can't turn duck off a nest. Cannot turn a duck off a nest. He's getting worse. He is getting worse. That aside, looking at their midfield, McAllister isn't in form. No goals coming from that midfield. Salah, where has he been? And Afcon not start yet. He's not going through Ramadan either. So where is he? I mean, long may that continue as far as Manchester United is concerned, because we do not want any Liverpool player to be in any form going into this rest of the season and for this critical match here. Now, we'll have a look at the Premier League table. And I specifically put the top 10 there because everybody else is a waste of time, to be frank. Arsenal in the lead on 16 points. We are going to do you a favor tomorrow, Arsenal. All the Arsenal fans come forward in your Manchester United jersey to support Manchester United. And let's deal with Liverpool. Put them in their places. Tottenham possibly will be on top of the table tomorrow if they beat Aston Villa. Bournemouth, surprisingly up there in fourth on 14 points, just like Tottenham. Man City, the team to watch. I originally predicted Man City to come third, but I think we need to review that. We will have a review after 15 games, just as we had promised earlier. So Man City down there on 13 points. Crystal Palace round off the top 6 with 12. Chelsea and Everton and Sunderland tied on 11 points. Manchester United on 10 points from 7 games. No, wouldn't it be beautiful to be on 13 points after 8 games? Stamping Liverpool at Anfield, running out there with those 3 points, and bringing a feel-good factor into the Manchester United fan base and that dressing room, and ensure that, hey, we head into our next 5 fixtures in style and in good form, which would be Brighton being hosted at Old Trafford. We will go away to Ange Postecoglou's Nottingham Forest. Boy, he's under pressure. Manchester United could be the team that sacked him. Then we play Spurs. Then we welcome Everton. And nobody them forget beat up. Crystal Palace, we pay them a visit at Selhurst Park. And then West Ham. So, realistically looking at these fixtures, we should beat Brighton, beat Forest, possibly draw with Spurs or win. So we're going to say a draw. Beat Everton. That should be, let's see, 10 points. Definitely beat Crystal Palace. Definitely beat West Ham. So that's 16 points. So at the end of this run, we could possibly be on 26 points. And this is just a hypothetical situation I'm putting forward. However, if Manchester United can come through this phase and get these points on the board, and hey, let's put some chest into it. Beat Spurs too. 29 points. Beat Spurs too, man. You know, for the draw business. Let's beat them. We can beat them. We've always been beating them. Let us start this run of wins against Liverpool. We could be top of the table. At the end of this run, we could be top of the table. That is something that's left to be seen. It could be delusional. It could be that, hey, a piece of prophecy go on tonight. A piece of prophecy happened tonight. That in a month's time, by the next international break, Manchester United could be top of that table. Could be top of that table with 36 points. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens as we go into this riveting season. But let's beat Liverpool. Let us beat Liverpool into the dust. Let us hand them a fourth consecutive loss. Let us repay them for all those spankings they gave us. For where they sacked Jose, sacked Ole, and some of that was deserved on Ole's part, but not on Jose's part. But let's go Manchester United. Let's do this. Let's climb this table, and no mediocrity this season. I could not be clearer. No mediocrity this season from Manchester United. Thanks everyone for watching. We will be back in a few minutes as we'll be doing some online FIFA this evening before jumping over there to Bangladesh to watch the West Indies versus Bangladesh in the first ODI at the Sherry Bangla Stadium. Thanks for watching.